to Forever Home channel. On this platform, we discuss all things related to Ghana and Africa. Our real estate company, Royal Consulting Solution, is the foremost location for all your land acquisition, building needs, relocation, and starting a successful business in Ghana. We also provide quality information through our consultation and webinar series. We can be reached at royalconsultingsolutions.com. Come join the trusted source for all your reliable information. Hello. Saturday, we met again. I hope you guys are doing super well. Let's test microphone and also video to make sure everything is good, because I remember last week we had some challenges. So let me know, check in, let me know who's here. And I hope the weather is getting warmer at your end. It's 43 degrees here, and it seems like 60 degrees somewhere else. Anyway, I see a couple eyeballs over there. Check in and then let me know who's here. Hector, sound is good, loud and clear. Thank you for the feedback. It's always important. And so today is gonna be short one. I'm trying to keep it to about 20 minutes. So it's just going to be some brief discussions, and then I'll take a couple of questions, and then we'll just take it from there. And so let me know where you are watching from also as you come in and stuff. Brandon, thank you. Okay. Jamaica, thank you. And Jonna, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Claire, sounds good. All right. So I hope everybody's doing super well. Today is Saturday. And then happy Independence Day. I'm watching from Canada. Canada's good. I have some plans in Canada anyway, sometime this year to visit. Dusseldorf, Germany. That's good. They have a soccer team over there, I believe so. Old Bridge, New Jersey. Good. Still live in Brooklyn, so not too far. Anyway, Chicago, yes, thank you. Chicago's in the house. That's one city that I need to visit, though. It's a shame I have not visited Chicago yet. So anyway, one the things that I want to talk about today is I think the topic is about the cost for foundation, right? Callie's in the house. Jill, thank you, bro. McCoy, I haven't talked to you in a while. And so and sometimes you do get a quote for foundation, right? And that is it's relative. I say relative because it does not really mean anything in the sense of you have to factor in a couple of things, right? Because you have to factor in quality of material. So it's usually broken down to three things. The quality of materials to be used, um, um, the workmanship, right? The workmanship in terms of the installation. You have to factor those things in. It's very important. There are crappy cements out there. There are crappy iron rods over there. We come across them. So what we do, with our foundation, I always say is that so you have the two aspects, and the third one, what is actually included, right, in the foundation. What is it that needs to be done? Hajia, thank you. What really needs to be done, because that is going to determine the cost. Everything is in there. And quality, the materials are very important, right? So that is, I think, the first fundamental thing. You can you don't want to sacrifice on that. Now, hopefully your builder is not charging you for quality materials and use inferior things. They do it does happen. And so that is one aspect. Then the other aspect will be the team, right? The quality of the team. And then because that will lead into what they can actually execute for you. Do they understand even the project? Because some of us are building now with plans from Europe and US and all kinds of places, right? So it's not your standard typical Ghanaian building style. So it's your builder actually can they adapt, they equipped at least skillful wise, expertise wise, to be able to deliver. And then the other one will be actually what needs to be done, what is included. We have a standard. We've decided. So as you watch my series, that's what we have decided to do when we do foundation. So obviously it's going to be on a high end because of everything that we need to do. The only thing that is not a standard is the floating wall. But other than that, we want to have the elevation. We want to, fill it and use the rebars to, create a bond and secure them. We want to do the oversight casting, and use the waterproof and downproof system. We think, why not? Because um, it's easier to do it now. It's much more cost effective to do it now than to try to treat it later. And so I've gone to homes that have issues with some kind of water, right? Hi Queen, thank you for joining. And also, so that's the one of the things that you have to really really factor in. Foundation is a place that should cost you a bit, even if you are building 1,500 square foot, because you want it done right, very well, want done right. You will have some time to play with certain things, but foundation is not one of them. So whenever you get a quote, just make sure you understand what is it that you want to do. And knowing the soil sample, knowing where you are building, the problems in the area, shift, soil erosion, and all that stuff is going to factor in. And sometimes on the same land, you have sand on one side, and then you have gravel and clay on the other side. So it's just you have to find a team that really understands that. Okay. So it's very important you do that. Preferably, if you can be on the ground, I would suggest that, because you can make your adjustment. Nobody builds with the blueprint 100%. Because when you start looking on things on the ground, you definitely have to move things around and stuff like that. So when you can be on the ground, it's excellent. You can do that. But sometimes it's almost difficult to be on the ground. Then the team must be super, super detailed. There's a lot of drawings, and things must be really clear how it wants to be done, right? It's needed. So that is one of those things. And so another thing too is, treat the building process as a business, right? Treat like a business, and don't get too emotional about it. Find somebody that can execute, right? Execute for you. That's what it cares about, because you want outcome. Be goal oriented, outcome. Be outcome oriented, right? So whoever can deliver, that is the person that gets a job, and do it well, and then build from there. And as you finish, you can see that when you visit Ghana or your respective African countries, it's like, it makes it more enjoyable, pleasant. The whole day is going back to live with relatives and all that stuff. It's like, it's a whole different experience. If you don't have a place to go, it's very difficult that you want to go. Anyway, so one of the things I posted here is my secondary channel. We have a secondary channel called Abrabo Podcast. We were on last night, and it was incredible. I didn't go to bed to 2 a.m. editing videos and stuff like that. But check that out. I want all of you guys to just go in there, and subscribe. I think the link is somewhere here. So go there and subscribe, please. And then we post videos and we talk about everything, stuff that I can talk about on this channel and stuff like that. So just go there and then subscribe to that. We're dealing with just everything that we need to know pertaining to life, family dynamics, relationships, how to make money, all kinds of stuff, stress, healthcare, how we don't advocate for ourselves on healthcare issues. We have situations where Ghanaians are dying in London, on all kinds of stuff, finding them in apartment buildings and homes and stuff like that. So we're talking about that. We have incredible guests. It's phenomenal, very, very smart people. That's the only way I do it. And so it's good. It's good and stuff like that. So it's a place that you can actually listen to stuff that is going to help you move forward, and increase the quality of your life, right? By making sure that you understand certain things, and the decisions we made always has an impact, right? So check that channel out. It's called Abrabo, which means life, life podcast, right? Check it on. It's on YouTube. Okay. So pretty much, that's what it is. Also, on the business side, on our website, we are offering the 3D models. We have 3 plans over there, so take a look at it. and see, because I think the 3D exterior landscape is very, very important. Um, when's the last time you find it, you look at a house in Ghana and saw the landscape and say, wow, right? I think it's an underutilized space, right? That that is happening there. So it's always good to have an outdoor and living space so you can maximize the area that you get to enjoy, right? And so look on that channel. We have that at 3D. I think the price are super, super reasonable for the quality that you're gonna get. So look at on the website, and you can see it over there on the website. We have a webinar coming up on the 7th, this Saturday. You can sign up and then get some questions answers. I know, like with the vaccination and stuff, in the summer coming up, people are looking for tickets to go to Ghana. So um, get your consultation in, and make sure that you can plan well and stuff like that, and so execute right. There may be a time that maybe going to Ghana will be difficult because of the circumstances we find ourselves in. So preparation is always important. um you know and so you don't want to be in a situation that you are desperate to making a decision. So just plan well, and then I want you to have a great life at all said and done. So that's what we are trying to do. That's the only way we will want it, is to not fall off, to plan our life and have generational success, and so as to make an impact, right? To make an impact. So that's how we want it. So anyway, if you have any questions, just throw it out there, and then we will just take it from there as well. Okay. Um, so I know, Queen, you're building your house. Let me know who's building as well. Anytime soon. I'm thinking about it. I'm planning some things. Yeah. So I'll say yeah. So, but I don't know. I don't know what time yet. But I'm planning some things. I want to get some things in place. Obviously, when I do go, I want to kind of like continue with a building process. Always when I go to Ghana, I have to be doing something. So I've never really really rested, and stuff like that. But that time will come anyway. So um, yeah, because that's my heartbeat. That's my heartbeat and stuff like that. So but yeah. So one of these days, maybe I go. We can link up with some of you guys down there, and then share some ideas and stuff like that. But you got to handle your business. You want to you want to get to a point that you actually start accomplishing the goals and dreams um that you want, and it starts now. We're not getting any younger. Plan well. The energy eventually will goes down and stuff like that. So plan well, do something so you can enjoy. Okay. So I mean, query does make it stronger, but I think the most important thing is the ratio, right? So there's two things. It is the ratio of cement to cement, sand to cement, and also the person that are making the blocks, the expertise of that. If you do that, you are fine. You don't need to use quarry dust and stuff like that. So maintain that ratio, and then you should be fine. What we do is, like, sometimes we make our own cement blocks. Our blocks is a little bit actually longer and bigger than the regular size, so it covers more surface area. But we do that for quality control purposes. So it's a ratio. If you do the ratio, you should be fine, because even if you use a quarry dust and you use the wrong ratio, you're not gaining anything as well. So ratio is very important. Okay. And so make your move, be financially savvy, be financially disciplined. We talk about those things on the podcast too and stuff like that. And so you want to um see money come and go, man. Money is tricky. It comes, I've seen it come and go. So you have to do something with it. Please don't blow all your finances in your 20s and 30s. Don't do that. Do it at a higher level. Okay. I'm telling you, I enjoy my 20s, but I wouldn't even trade when I was 24 now. Not even close. I would never, not even when I was 30. Okay. And so I'm talking to finishing my roof in early April. That's nice. It's always good to see success, going on, stuff like that's what it's about. Hopefully, you are showing that on your channel as well. We need that. We need people. I'm all about doing. It's like, show what you're doing. These things have an impact. I will tell you this. You don't see the emails I get, and you don't even know who's watching these things. The emails I do get, and this thing is actually change people's lives. There were people that gave up or do anything, and one little video or the one little thing you say, and they begin to hope again, and then they go in there and then make it happen. And that is the one thing that when I started YouTube, I never thought I was gonna or that thing was gonna happen. I just started YouTube like, okay, I'm gonna show people how to build a house and what I'm doing. But you forget intangibles, you forget intangibles and stuff like that. So one guy, he sent me a letter last week, an email like a couple of weeks, 2 weeks ago. And basically he saw he built his beautiful house, and actually he was motivated to build a restaurant. And he sent me some pictures, and I was so proud of him. I said, listen, when I visit, I'm coming to visit his restaurant. So it's very, very important, right? It's very, very important. So don't be caught up in somebody's dream. Take inspiration and make yours happen. Um, and it's nice to wish well for some people living their life, but don't waste your whole life just watching. Do go build your own. And if somebody can help you do that, that is your godlike person on earth, the person that is willing to invest time and energy and to help you accomplish your goals. Because sometimes you don't even have that in your own family, right? And so I'm of the attitude like you take it where you can. It's like you take it where you can. Most of the people that have been so instrumental in my life has not been bloodline. Maybe it's your bloodline for you, that's okay. But for me, it's never been bloodline. Um, and so but I wouldn't trade them for anybody either. So you take it where you can, and you can make these things happen. There's nothing that I'm doing that none of you cannot do. It's just I just believe a little bit more, and I want a little bit bad. That's the only difference. Winner. If you're a winner, you find a way. So my goal is someday is to have this team of everybody that have built these homes and stuff like that. And we gotta have our own community, and then make it, make something on the community level and the national level and stuff like that. So you can do it. Just gotta be smart and find the right people. Okay. Um, Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Double. Yes, I remember those days, right? Double A. Yes. Yes, I remember those days. Thank you for being there and following the channel, growing the channel. I try to read all these comments and stuff like that because I appreciate it. And because I know how I started to get like 2 subscribers, right? And stuff like that. But I would love to also see your your progress as well. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. So just go win, right? Go win. Ghana has its challenges, but you can do it. Is you can do it, and I can't wait. To someday, we will rent the whole nationality or something like that, and we're gonna celebrate all our success, and we're gonna share the stories how we came up in spite of all the challenges, domestic and everything. We rise above all the circumstances, and then we still thrive and stuff like that. So you be the one in your family that stands tall and carry the mantle. I don't care whether you are 20-year old or 50-year old. You be that person. That when you look at the family tree, is you that were able to actually make the greatest impact. And so it's a challenge, right? It's a challenge. So embrace it. And when you embrace it, when you take life, face life forward, it's better than uh, cutting corners and making excuses. It's Ghana's Independence Day. Wow. So supposedly, well, I'm hoping for the day we become authentic, true independence, right? Hopefully, it's our lifetime. Hopefully, we get to help shape that as well when we become self-sustaining based on our resources, not just natural resources, but also intellectual resources as well. So, okay. All right. Like and subscribe. Yes, so don't forget to subscribe to the other channel. Is you guys will love it. We had a guest yesterday. Oh man, it was phenomenal. And I want you to guys to also watch that because I feel like there's a lot that we can learn from each other during the week. I'm only doing what is it? One or two videos on this channel. One is Thursdays and one Saturday. In between that, I just want us to put something out there that we can actually hone in and stay focused on what we need to do and when. Right? That's all it's about. Okay. If you have any more questions, just throw in there. There's a question here. It says, "What independence?" Yeah, we're working. We'll get it there. We'll get it there. We'll get it there and stuff. So just win, um, just win and make it happen. And so, yep. So always, plan to go to Ghana every year. That is non-negotiable, and stuff and the stuff that I'm doing that obviously you can't put everything publicly. And some of you are in a circle, so we discuss some of these things, and not everything should be put on public. There's things that we need to do long term acquisitions, security, secure things, and how you can actually protect things that you acquire for perpetuity, and stuff like that. So we talk about that. What is really your question? Um, and so that's the things that we talk about. But when, I mean, um, life is beautiful when you are in control, and you'll be amazed. Watch what you can do when a focused mind and a disciplined mind is incredible, right? So other than that, what is it? Throwing a few questions. Just always do your due diligence. Be smart. Um, be smart and also um, believe in yourself more. Believe in yourself. Find. I'm very very fortunate. I have incredible people around me, not just like even on the real estate and on the business aspect. Like I really really have good friends who really challenge me, and we challenge each other, and we grow together, and they really really care about me, not because of what I can do for them. They really care about me based on because they are that kind of human being. And so obviously in that relationship there's equal exchange of what we do for each other and stuff like that. But when you have people like that, is just you just gotta get yourself together and win. Okay. Why is foundation so expensive? You have to watch from the beginning. I answer that. Okay. So so ideally, usually, if you have done your homework, you have done your homework, you have learned certain lessons. So remember who you are. The first project you are going to learn, right? Even if you're studious, you are going to learn certain things. And one of the things I found out was like, so I built this big house, but I don't even have a dedicated office. And I also found out it's too much of a house. I also found out there's things that I wanted, and stuff like that. So what usually is happening is on the second project, you become more selective. You fine tune certain things. You become more efficient, and stuff like that. So you probably go smaller. If you have a bigger one, you go smaller, and stuff like that. So there's more benefit. The only downside is like more money, to bring to do another project. But other than that, there's more benefit because you have some level of experience. So in this project, I'm more involved, in the details of things, more like the first. So because I want this thing to be almost as perfect as it can be. So I'm gonna be involved in a lot of things. I trust my team, but I have to be there for the detail stuff. So there's no anymore kind of like difficulties. Well, it's a different style, and so especially like the floating stairs, right? I have to really get the drawings right. I have to be on the ground to to do the rebar, make sure the dimensions are right, the wood around it to pour the concrete, support it. Because if you're down the stairs and it's off, you got to take the whole thing down. There's no room for error. So there's a lot of benefit in do that. I do. I do. Um, I got some core people. Well, it's a good question. So one thing is too, you guys bear in mind too, is that um price hike in Ghana sometimes is just not even uh sensible. It can just come up. But sometimes too, you have other factors. The cost of materials to make those products. Sometimes the import stuff is rocking up, and so you have to. We figured it out. There's certain times that you want to do project because the CD is stronger or the dollar is stronger, whatever, or the CD is weaker, that kind of stuff. So you get more for your bank, if you are outside and stuff like that. So it's about timing and stuff like that because it makes a difference. Now, if you do a project like 2 months earlier than 2 months later, that difference, depending on if it's cement bags or IROS, could be like $500, 1,000, $2,000, that kind of stuff. That begins to add up. But you know, eventually the thing is when this keep adding up, it's not they're gonna drop back to their previous. They might drop a little bit, but it's still up from previously. And so I always tell people, man, get the projects done. Get these things done because get this thing done because it's not gonna be cheaper. It's not really gonna be cheaper. It's only gonna get expensive, and that's something that we can't control much. So it's better like you get things going right away and to wrap it up. All right, so send me an email. You can reach me at okay. So Kwejo, you can send me an email over there, and then we take it from there. Okay. Yeah. So some all about progress, right? Progress and outcome. Don't live your whole life and blow it, or don't live your whole life not really actually making something out of it. Because at a certain point, the excuse is not going to cut it. We have to be grown men and women and step up to the plate. Everybody goes through something in life, some more than others. But if you don't make something out of yourself, most of us are in positions that will never trade for somebody who's living on the roadside in Ghana, right? And so it's all relative. Um, it's all relative. So I think that we should, we should like just be grateful of the opportunities given, and then go there and then win. Okay, and then go there and win. Okay, so that's a website. So visit our website, subscribe to the podcast channel. You guys will love it. It is informative, it's passionate, it's deep thought. Smart people over there. Everybody's allowed to speak their mind, unfiltered. And so the whole goal is to help everybody. Our people just elevate themselves and grow and get their goals accomplished. Um, and stuff like that. So, but like we said, the webinars is coming out the second week of every Saturday of the month and last week of every Saturday of the month. Check the website. The consultations a must. You must do them. I wish when I started there was nothing like that out there. I didn't even want to even remember. I built 3 years before I put anything on YouTube, and I only came in because I was not seeing a lot of videos of stuff like that. So it's a must. It's a must. You must know what you're about to do, because um, it is going to be, a lot of money to do that. No, so we use Aquaridas when we're doing the casting. So we primarily use that. We didn't use it for, and we use it a little bit when we're doing the pillars and stuff like that. But mostly, 95% of them was used when we're doing the casting. So add some in there, but for block work and stuff like that, I'm saying maintain the ratio. The most, so the it's a couple of things, right? Is maintaining the ratio and mixing well, right? It has to mix well, and also the crew. So there's no one thing per se. It's a series of things, right? It has to be done well. The workmanship must be done well, and so that is going to um, to give you the outcome that you want. Okay. The webinar is about 1 hour, 1 hour long, and so the consultation, depends. We have 30, 45, and an hour long, depending on what package you want. But it's a it's a must. It's a must for you to understand what you need to do, because it's not easy. You have to understand how to navigate in Ghana. It's not easy. And so you can be very, very effective. Okay. Other than that, I'll give you like 3 more minutes and then we're gonna wrap up. We have, the peak was 33 people doing and stuff. You can find a webinar that at my website. Um, when you go to the homepage, it's right there. Okay, you can see it, and then if you have any questions, you know how to reach out to me. I'm building my own set of community of strong, uh, responsible men and women who wants more out of life and who are willing to do what it takes to be successful. That is a community that I want to help put together. And so welcome to the team, and welcome here. And just like, hopefully, I don't want you to just watch the videos for the video sake. um I want you, hopefully you are utilizing something to just move your life forward. Okay. So other than that, this was like a brief check-in to just talk to you guys. Just make sure you are doing it. Also, just to give you some things in there that to just factor that in, is that foundation, like anything, foundation is absolutely very, very important. How it's done, the materials, the workmanship, all that is very, 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 very important. Um, Anama. This is kind of like a little bit consultation question, but it depends also. So you have to factor in the soil environment, where you are building, because mold, wherever there's water, there's a high degree that mold is going to happen. So there's a couple of things you can do. Like I said, is a multi-layer. The dam proof is going to help, but also too, when you get to certain aspect of the building, there's other things that you can do as well. So it's a multi-factor, but at least the minimum, do your dam proof and stuff like that. So it's interesting that people are saying that the way I'm building, they've never actually seen it on YouTube. Um, and I said, it's true. I haven't seen it yet. The sequence, the way I'm doing, especially the second build, I haven't seen it yet. Because I evolve and I learn and I study what is sufficient. I learn from the mistake from the past, and I don't take corners. I don't like taking corners. Pay the full price in life. Pay for it. Go through it. And so when you enjoy the fruit of your labor, you don't feel as guilt. It's earned, right? And so that is how we do it here. We don't want to be cutting corners and that kind of stuff. So I'm building everything right. That means it's going to cost me more, but that means, yes, I need to be more disciplined, financially and stuff like that. So Um, but my goal is to actually that becomes the norm on YouTube, that everybody's building with all these things in mind, and stuff like that. Because sometimes people tell you all kinds of stuff when they are building. So it is upon you to set a standard of what you really want, right? And so you get to detect that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's likewise. Okay. You guys having a blessing to me too. For listening and tuning in. And I know I don't have the biggest channel, but I appreciate every one of you. I'm glad that at least I have the channel is small enough to actually read all these comments, and I read them. I read them, and I use that for my decisions. The feedbacks, the criticism. Sometimes you need all that stuff to make yourself better and stuff like that, because nobody is ever perfect. They're perfect. So to me, it's a growing. I'm always growing. I'm always challenging myself. You make mistakes, you grow, and then you better. So because at the end of the day, I want to look in the mirror to say that, listen, I've been the best version of what I can be. I don't compete with anybody. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to me. I just try to be very good at what I do, and then call it a day, right? But you can always take inspiration from other people as well. So yeah, thank you for subscribing. So don't forget the podcast, right? Lady Shaw, you came way too late. And so subscribe. Please subscribe to the podcast. It is incredible. It is incredible. I was up 2 a.m. last night because I needed to edit that video and put it out there. It is incredible, and we need to hear those discussions. We're talking about topics about the American dream, right? What it is, the American dream. If you're born here, the American dream is a different thing for you than we came here, right? We're talking about questions like, what is really a man? What is a man responsibility? What does a man look like? And then we're talking about what is the role of fathers, right? It's very, very important, right? If you get a shitty situation, it's a downhill from there, right? And then we talk about another topic, what is the wife material, last night, and it was incredible, right? To hear from the perspective. Last night, we were able to have uh, a very strong, independent, intelligent black woman join the panel, and it was very beautiful to see the discussion, right? The discussion of actually all of us trying to understand and figure these things out. So it's a must watch. Get your popcorn, go over there, and just watch, and then take something. I have blocked the comment on that side for a reason, because um, I'm forcing you to watch the whole thing. Because sometimes people just watch 1 minute and then they lose it because of somebody says something. But you can't live in life like that, right? Can't live in life like that. So you're not gonna make it being too soft. Okay? Yeah, consultation is a must. No shortcuts. You need that. Well, it depends. There's you can substitute other things too, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Like you're finding those things because of the ratio, and then actually and also actually the workmanship. Um and sometimes you want to make sure there's not too much water in water in the water they're using, not too much salt. So it's a bunch of stuff, right? But come to consultation and follow. All right. There's a couple of good ones over there. You know, these are 42 hours, Dangote. There's a couple of good ones over there. Okay. I think so if you're in Canada, so basically when you pay is just gonna convert it. I think that's what it is. It's gonna convert it to the US dollar because the PayPal is set up into USD, so it's going to convert it from that currency. Yeah, so pretty much that's what it's gonna do. Queen, I can see your house is kind of run. Looks beautiful. Keep it up. I know it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's what I'm saying. Building is no joke. It is going to separate the man from the women, and the women from the girls, and the men from the boys, right? It's not easy. It takes a lot of heart. It takes a lot of discipline to sacrifice to actually do it. So I take, even if you are building two bedroom, I respect it. I respect it highly. And so hang in there. You guys are doing awesome. I can't wait to see it wrapped up. All right. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Don't forget, subscribe, check the other channel. Let me know where we can find you. There'll be another video coming up this Thursday as a build up after the oversight concrete, the casting. You're gonna see another as we build up, going up, just to give you some ideas. What we're trying to do. I'm excited about this house because my goal, the castle is just a dream. It was the first dream house, but this one I want to make it a masterpiece. So I want to take my time and just make it a place that is going to be so unique. So that means you gotta be disciplined, and then do what you need to do. So anyway, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, um, even those who came late, and stuff like that. Thank you always for yes, save all your questions for consultation, for joining me and stuff like that. I really do appreciate you, and I really, really want you to win. Nothing will make me happier. All you guys have accomplished all your goals, and stuff like that. So all I'm trying to do is to just be just one guy, who's trying to do his thing. And also now I'm happy when I see all these videos pop up on YouTube of you guys, and even if it's a foundation, I watch those videos, and then I put comments in there. I never go to somebody's channel and put a negative comment. I have never done that. Okay, I don't do that. If I see something that I don't like, I just move on. I don't do that because I know how it is to start building, and stuff like that, and we all need encouragement. So I never do that. To go in somebody's channel and say you're doing it wrong, you don't know what you're doing. I've never done that, because I don't think it's necessary. Okay, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a wonderful day.